Ladies and gentlemen, this is Frank Donga. You are already listening to Boom Radio. Just leave the dial there. Settle down. Listen to it. Open your ear. Don't touch it now. Boom Radio. Live and direct. Frank Donga in the building.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is the Bomba right here on your Radio NG. My name is Dolupo, and I bid you a warm welcome to the bar. It is the first Bomba of the week. It's actually the first Monday of the year. Apparently, it is the first Monday of the year. So, welcome. Like I said, I bid you a warm welcome. This is the bar, if you're just joining us for the very first time, where we talk about everything sports, politics, music, and everything else in between. You know, anything in between might really just be anything in between. So sit back, relax as we enjoy today's show. We're going to be talking about a lot of things today. The NDLEA, as usual, is in the news, but this is a little different as they have some very interesting news for us. It is part of their arrest too, but you know, it's something that would I say that a lot of people speculate about. It's official that I think there's probably evidence to some people's speculations that we're going to be talking about. Also, Lagos State is officially issuing that ban on single-use plastics. I think in the next couple of weeks, there's going to be a lot of clamping down on people with that also. The drama between Burna Boy and Chief Priest, Cubana Chief Priest, where it started, where it's going, we don't know where it's going, but I would say that we are all on the way. Anyway, that and a lot of other things, the court stories, people getting arrested or getting sued or being summoned, that and a lot of other things are stuff that we're going to be talking about today at the bar. So sit back, relax, and enjoy today's show. My name is Dolupo, you know, the one and only. And with me in the studio is Sola Rogers.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the Boom Bar.
Okay, so we're going straight into it as the gist basically is that the NDLEA, that's the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency in Nigeria, has now arrested a particular Lagos socialite and filmmaker for illicit drugs, basically over a drug deal. So according to the NDLEA, they're saying that this person, 61-year-old Alaja Aishat Feishara Ajoke Elediye, was arrested at her mansion in Okota area. It said that there was an interception of truckload of illicit drugs that by her staff the day before. So apparently she has actually been wanted by the NDLEA for a while. She's known as Yaruka, but that they had kept her true identity hidden while saying that she basically is part of the one leading the drug cartel operating around Mushin, Lagos.
Interesting piece of news there, Dolupo, especially if you understand the Mushin axis and how it actually has a very popular street that is known for illicit drugs, and that street still exists. I don't know if they are still eliciting drugs there, if you get the joke, but it's interesting that it's taking them this long to get such a big person. Now, if you search for this story online, you would find a picture posted by the NDLEA.
Yeah.
And you will see the mountain of drugs.
Oh, yeah, it was also, it's interesting how this person is said to fund a lot of Nollywood projects in Lagos. that she also imports fabrics and shoes from China. And she's the Iyalaje of Blessing Sisters. This is supposed to be an influential women's club in Lagos. However, they say all of this business is all just a front for her major drug operation.
A wise man once said, behind every great fortune, there's a great crime. This, every day, you just hear stories that confirms that, right? And again, a quick note of warning to people. When you see people thriving and posting those beautiful pictures, please,
be careful with your God. And you know, the funny thing is also that even business people, take for example, people in the movie industry and all. I know that a lot of people, one of the major issues that a lot of people have is funding. So if you're not careful, all in the name of funding, you go ahead and meet.
You'll be caught up in some kind of money laundering scheme.
You're given some money and you think, this person is helping my business, but the person wants to use your own business to clean up money.
Yes,
you never can say. Do you understand? So it's a very very dicey situation. One really needs to be careful.
Another thing that drug dealers and kingpins are alleged to be into is that when they take their drugs abroad, the proceeds are converted to goods, cars, clothing, fabrics, and other things. That's another way of cleaning drug money. You just bring it in.
You just buy it, and
these are allegations that we've heard about.
And it's now interesting that there's literally a face to such an allegation. Do you understand? It's really is just sad that and you know, she's supposed to be the chairperson of some, seems to be a very influential person.
Yeah.
And then it just be coming down before you say your God when.
And when
down. That's it.
Another thing that happens is that when you hear about these things, it also shows you what happens in the entertainment industry in general. It's beyond Nollywood now.
Oh yeah, that a lot of things are being funded by.
Even in the music industry, you hear those stories.
Yeah,
about,
I agree.
You know, the proceeds of crime are, you know, used to fuel the equipment and the machinery that churns out all those nice tracks that you hear.
Yeah,
that's why at times the musicians cannot stop eulogizing people who are alleged to be into organized crime in a way. So it's interesting, and I must say kudos to the NDLEA.
Very enlightening.
And it's always, I always say that for a long time, what you would hear about is that a drug mule has been arrested, someone that is just carrying some small quantities. It's always better when they go after the big fish, big fishes. That's the case, maybe. I
agree. Now, let's move on from that quickly. You know what? Since we're talking about security and people arresting people, police have confirmed that 18 injured people that happened apparently there was a gas explosion that happened in Port Harcourt. And about 18 people, I think the children and women also involved in this matter. Such a very sad story. This happened in Oroazi community of Port Harcourt on Sunday evening, where there was a gas refilling shop causing. Do you understand?
It is well. It's crazy when you hear all these things, though. You know how, again, safety is important.
You get. Let me even break it down further for you. So they said the explosion was caused by a welder repairing a refrigerator.
Oh my God!
The technician was using a gas cylinder to weld, at the same time trying to refill gas into the refrigerator.
Abba now.
make it make sense.
But now.
Like, what are you doing?
And this is what they say about health and safety. We know we're starting some kind of a segment once a week where we're going to be highlighting. This might even be one of the first things that we would bring to fore. But we need to talk about health and safety a lot. We're losing too many lives,
And you know what? And you know the one that
very avoidable accidents and
deaths.
deaths.
Pisses me off is okay. They're the ones that, especially these technicians here. They're the ones that work with these things. You know how flammable these things are, and I'm sure that I think I've told you something like this before. That when I was younger, my house almost got burnt because of something very silly like this. And I remember very well, before that incident had happened, I told the man, I was in the house with my older sister, and then I told the man, and I was just curious really about what he was doing. He was trying to fix the freezer. It was in a separate room completely. And I went to meet the man. I was just sitting down with the man, trying to just see what he was doing. And then he was doing something funny. I think I was in secondary school at this point. So to a large extent, I think I had like an idea of how, physics and chemistry works and all that. So I was like, this thing you're doing, I think that is not safe and everything.
Of course, he won't listen to you.
He insulted me and told me to get out of the room. It was this. Yeah, the funny thing is that, so we attend the same church.
Okay.
So, like, what's this small girl doing?
What do you know?
He literally ordered me out of the room. And I just wait. Not up to 10 minutes after, funny enough, I heard like an explosion.
But you didn't know.
But I didn't know it was like in the house, yeah. However, there's a woman opposite our house. Because the room that the freezer was where he was fixing was like on the road. Was facing the road. So she saw the explosion. However, I think my mom had taken my younger brother to church. It was an evening, Sunday evening. It was like a weekday evening. And then she just told the woman that
please be on the lookout.
Do you understand for this? Don't let them go anywhere, blah, blah, blah. So the woman was outside. She was actually on her balcony when she saw it. So she just came to hit our gate and came to hit the door that what is happening? That both of us should come out. Like, I was in my room, my sister was in her room. I'm like, what's happening? You understand? Why are you panicking? That's where we now started hearing the uncle who was making noise and yelling. Hey, he's about to die. Blah, blah, blah. He should be in church. His mates are in church. Because he wanted to collect money. That's
what's that got to do with him being careless?
Every time I remember this story, I laugh. Funny thing is, so the Uber first ordered us to come out. That she just wanted to see us that we are complete. I say, okay. I said, uncle, I think it was Israel. His name is Israel. He's upstairs, so I said, okay. I hope there's no fire. I said, there's no fire. I don't know what you are talking about. Unfortunately, the door, because he had ordered me out. Do you understand? When I left the room, I locked the door. I just slammed the door. So maybe everything was so muffled and I closed that.
Are you sure you didn't do it out of malice, though?
No, I didn't lock it. I closed it. Like, I just closed the door and left. I didn't think it was going to explode. And then I saw him. Honestly, he actually really did sustain quite, like, serious injuries. It was really, like, his hand, his leg. Unfortunately, I saw him and I started laughing. I swear. That was how I increased his noise. Me, I'm laughing at him. And I was like, but remember I told you this thing about 10 minutes ago, that what you're doing is dangerous. Hey, I should stop talking about that. What do I know? Obviously, I know more than you. You are burnt and I'm not.
At least you warned him.
I warned you. I remember they called my mom. My mom was like, I should stop laughing. I'm like, I'm not actually doing it purposely. It's just that I had a conversation with you about it. But you thought, and you understand, like, if I had not seen the kind of risks these people take.
So it's actually up to us now to create more awareness about health and safety, and such stories would not happen. Dolupo will not have this type of story to to tell. Not to talk about gloating about it.
I'm not gloating. I'm just like
you can hear it in your voice. I'm sure even you know that you are such evil. Abba.
This happened years ago, but every time I remember, I'm like, I remember I told this guy that what you are doing is not making sense. But, well.
But here, so.
But it's really unsafe.
Thoughts and prayers to the people in Port Harcourt where this thing happened.
Yeah, very, very sad. And also talking about fire, the Sokoto SSG has lost his daughter and 3 grandchildren to a house fire. Apparently, they were sleeping. It was through the night. They were sleeping and they got burnt. It was only the husband that survived that incident.
Again, a case for us, especially people like that who I presume will be able to afford smoke detectors and everything. Maybe that would have set off some kind of alarm.
It's not something that we build into our...
I noticed that we're not big on smoke detectors.
Yeah, architecture, fire alarms, and all that. You understand? It's not something, but I think that it's... But you know why I won't say I'm skeptical about it, is because, okay, so what people do is that they there is water that, that water will trigger some of these things that... And then you have all these sprinklers and all that around
but I
the
wasn't
house.
even talking about sprinklers now. I was just talking about smoke detectors that's going to beep and go off like beep, beep, beep,
At
beep.
least so you wake up.
Once there's too much smoke.
I get it. I'm even saying about the issue of sprinklers. But
No, I didn't talk about sprinklers at all. Dolupo, in a country where some ordinary plumbing installation is a problem.
That's what I was going to say.
I didn't talk...
Regular plumbing installation.
You think I don't know about sprinklers? I deliberately... See, I tell you all the time, I pick my words carefully. I did not talk about sprinklers. I said, put smoke detectors
people don't have water. Or even if you have water, you would have put sprinkler. One mad, what's it called, plumber. You just see that your room is suddenly always, you will be sleeping and the sprinkler will just go off, whether there's fire or not.
I beg you.
Nigerian, I don't even trust Nigerian plumbers that much.
They're not all that bad. Before Dolupo gets accused of demarketing, they are not all that bad. But trust me, there's a whole lot of...
Most of them are bad.
Not most of them. We just have some very unskilled, skilled laborers.
Yeah.
Skilled in quotes.
Anyway, let's talk about, still talking about the police. Would I say the police? Before we even go to the police, let's go to the issue of the courts. Before we leave that issue, international police, what people know as Interpol, has now summoned an Ibadan broadcaster, Peter Olasupo, over defamation and cyber-stalking. So he, on his own page, had put it out. Maybe he was trying to look for sympathy. I don't know why he did so, but maybe he was trying to look for sympathy. But it's not Nigerian police at this point. However, he's supposed to submit himself to the force headquarters in Abuja. His post on Facebook was talking about who did he defame? He doesn't know who he defamed and all that, saying that he also needs that why didn't they ask him to submit himself to the police command in Oyo State or the one in Lagos State that is not so far. That why does he have to come to Abuja? And in my mind, I'm like, it's probably because it's Interpol, yeah? It's an international case. They probably have their office in Abuja, in the force headquarters, not in Ibadan.
So, a piece of advice to the broadcaster guy who has been invited by Interpol to come to Abuja. A piece of advice, don't go. Listen, you already have a lawyer. Don't go because you're complaining about transportation. So don't go. Let them come and pick you.
Okay.
That way, you will not pay for transportation. But you don't know the type of transportation that they will use to carry you.
BT, so I'm guessing this is BT 616. But BT says Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Okay, so I don't think it's BT 616 because this person says legalize weed, I beg.
Totally off point.
I don't know. This is not the House of Assembly or Tinubu's office. They are the ones
Well,
that
it's
you
a
should
bar. It's a bar.
transfer your
Dolupo would
grievances to.
Dolupo would
Dolupo would what?
do our utmost best to pass your
No.
bill forward.
I'm not saying such. I'm not.
I know that's why that's why some people said they were going to vote for Showore, because he said he's going to turn it into a multi-million-dollar industry. You know, apparently Nigeria has one of the best set of weed.
Oshogbo weed.
You've not heard about the Kwale one too in Delta State.
I saw that thing in action where a grown woman was having a conversation with a dog.
She had smoked Oshogbo or Kwale
yeah.
now.
Oshogbo weed.
Okay.
I was like, okay, so this is what they say. Okay, I get it now.
So, okay. Legalized weed is what, BT6?
No, BT, just BT.
Just
so
BT,
I don't think it's
BT. Okay. let me be honest. I personally don't think they should.
I don't think so, because we already have a pandemic.
Okay, well, it's not off point though. We were talking about the woman that was arrested.
Yeah. So
if it was legalized, someone like her would just be a legitimate. Okay, I get your point now. Not off. So I'm the one that was off point.
BT says, Shola pass me the poly. Shola definitely have tasted ginger.
I don't know what you're talking about.
At this point, I'm not in this conversation. I have no idea what y'all are talking about.
I know there was one song that has passed me the poly something. I beg. At this point, I don't even plead the fifth. I don't plead anything. I say no. I do not support your bill.
Anyway, so basically going back to Interpol, the guy that Interpol interviewed. So now it's supposed to be.
You're not even
Abuja,
taking the advice I gave the guy. On the 13th of January. And I'm saying, look, since you're complaining about transportation, they invited you. Don't go so that they can come and pick you. So where they pick you, it might be in the booth of a car. It might be on air.
No. They don't put it in. It's Interpol. So they'll be very.
Is it not Nigerian police that they are using?
It's Nigerian police that is Interpol. Okay,
hello.
So Interpol is wow.
So again,
but they're international organization.
Yes, I don't hear. Their Interpol is,
and they respect human rights.
It's joke that I'm joking because all this cyber-stalking, But the guy also said that people should continue to speak truth to power. Power to the people. Bros. You better go and find
enter police net.
Go and find better lawyer that will advise you how to do this job.
To keep quiet.
It's not even to keep quiet. Shall do your job.
Have
within
sense.
The confines of professionalism and the Constitution.
Because honestly, I used to hear that
Constitution.
police advise people, but when Interpol, you have reached Interpol.
Yeah, international.
You're international.
On your level, don't I? Even Daily Faro to me, that was
Local
Ekiti police that invited Faro.
What's that supposed to mean?
Dolupo was
Excuse, no. This is where I draw the line. What's that supposed to mean?
You, Peter, what's his name again in Ibadan? You have invitation from international police, Interpol. Bros, get a good lawyer.
The Lord is you. I maybe stop talking at this point. Anyway, I'm still talking about people that do not know where to keep quiet.
Yeah. Have you tried Glenfiddich and Zobo? I'm not saying I've tried it.
Why are we having that conversation?
Someone wants to legalize weed and you're saying I can't talk about Glenfiddich and Zobo.
I don't even know how that entered this conversation.
It's the weed story. Did you say someone smoked weed that was talking to a dog?
He's there with you, what you're drinking.
I can perceive it now.
How am I talking about something else and Zobo? Are you kidding? Moving on.
Moving on to where now? Sokoto?
We're not moving to Sokoto. We're staying in Abuja.
Okay, let's go to Abuja.
We're still talking about people that used to jam talk. However, this Olabide lady that jam talk that she's not looking for 10 million naira bail for as a after she.
What did she do?
There were quite a number of death threats against the president's first son.
Okay,
If I'm correct, his first son, Seyi Tinubu. The Inspector General of
police.
You people don't even use to
It's still
say.
a local case now. Somebody is bigger than Aaron. This is our story list. Someone has Interpol on his case.
Still.
Oh, yeah. What happened? Go on.
She put out some things that were death threats, and now they say that they are, and then the first PRO, that they are afraid for their lives. So
they have written
picked
a
up.
petition.
Oh yeah, she was picked up, and she's officially
Wait, first player herself is afraid for his life. This girl case go long.
IG is afraid for his life. If IG is afraid for his life,
Do you think
you're on your own.
Dolupo, do you think that Seyi Tinubu should take a lot of time off the public eye? He seems to be a soft target for a lot of people making videos. There's a video I saw yesterday. A guy who the guy has made 2 videos. I've seen 2 of his videos in 2 days. The first video, he was complaining about, that cemetery market in Aba that was shut down for counterfeit root. He said that those products are not counterfeit, and that it's because it was made by Igbo people, and that's why they don't want them to thrive, and blah, 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 blah. Then he made another video now, and he said some things that I shouldn't even repeat. You understand? But Seyi Tinubu seems to be his target. He said some very, very dangerous things.
I think that the honest truth is...
So I'm saying maybe because they see him is visible, he's on trips with his father and is doing a lot of his own things too, that maybe he should take some time off the spotlight.
I don't think it's about taking of the spotlight. I think that if people have if you do not have decorum, if you do not have enough common sense to draw the line, if you don't know when to stop
talking,
when to stop, it's not, you can't say someone because he's
for him to adjust his life.
Yeah, someone can adjust his life because it's annoying some people. It's fortunate that
I don't think
his father, his president, when his father was working towards being president, where was your father?
I don't think we've had a first son that has been this visible.
And I think that because for someone like Seyi Tinubu, he's really been always in the spotlight. Even if you don't see him physically, there's a lot of is involved in a lot of entertainment. There's a lot of, even if you don't know him physically, you hear a lot of songs that he's been eulogized in and all that. So he's actually always really been a public figure for a number of years, whether his father was president or not.
Do you also believe the talk about him contesting for governor of Lagos in 2027?
Nah, I don't think so.
Because there's a lot of stories out there, even in the mainstream media.
Would we say that it will be out of place or he's not qualified? Maybe he is, but for politics' sake, I don't see it happening. I don't see it as if...
It would be interesting. Have father and son on the same ballot.
Yeah. I think that people just want
Although they usually have presidential elections on different days, but their proposals to have all those elections on one day now.
I think that people are just looking for excuses and all that. So personally, I don't think it's going to happen. But really, if you do not know where to draw the line, if you don't know when to stop talking, and you are going to get sued and you're going to land in jail for it, please go ahead. If people will have to learn sense the hard way,
social media gives you a platform, but again, try to use it, sensibly. I remember the other guy that was cursing
General of
and
Police.
threatening the president, I think he was arrested. We've not heard about.
Yeah, there was
since
one guy
then.
that was arrested. How are you insulting the inspector general of police? You are cursing him out.
Is this TikTok? Shall be careful, people. Be careful.
And then I see people on Twitter, and then there's hashtag Free Olamide. I'm like, all you people that are saying hashtag Free Olamide, why didn't you teach her sense?
No, but they don't think what she's doing is nonsense.
Okay, continue. And they
so that's why they're doing hashtag for her now.
Let's have sense. See, you don't have to like someone. You can criticize people. You don't have to, or you don't even have to say anything at all. People need to understand that at least till 2027, which could extend more than that. That's story for another day. But at least now till 2027, Tinubu is your president. Suck it up. Move on with the train, because it's not changing anytime soon. So stop with the drama. With your drama, some of you will land in jail. That's it. But if you want to populate Nigerians' jail, it's already overpopulated. You will go and continue to populate it. You think the small gari that you're drinking in the house, Tinubu is not good, Abi? Go to prison. You go and eat prison beans. Your body will be all right. Okay, but they just increased their allocation, Abi. So the food, it might be better than what they're eating in the house, Abi.
It's possible.
Okay. That's quite good.
It's another way of getting your own share of the national cake.
Abi, it's federal government that is going to feed you. So
and clothe
you and accommodate clothing.
And you don't have to pay for light.
What are the essentials of life? Clothing, food, and shelter.
That's it.
You have all those three on lock. What else are you looking for? Your matter is balanced. Anyway, still talking about it. Speedality is still in jail, but he had sued the Inspector General of Police for human rights violations, saying that there was a judgment that had asked the Inspector General to release him in 48 hours if he was not going to be charged to court.
Yeah, I'm wondering why he's been held for so long.
Held.
But there's bail conditions to be met now. So can the Inspector General of Police release him arbitrarily if a judge has set bail that he has not been able to meet the conditions?
So I don't know exactly what the issue is, but anyway, he has now there's a suit against the Inspector General for 300 million naira.
Okay, that's a smart legal move by his lawyers, though. You know, that would spark that discussion about, okay, maybe it should be let go pending this and that. But again, I think it's difficult if
your bail conditions are not met.
Set,
yeah, exactly. Anyway, we'll see where all that drama is going to. Now, let's come back to Lagos State, where Lagos is set to enforce the ban of single-use plastics in about 2 weeks' time. This was said by the Commissioner of Environment, Tokunbo Wahab, where he said that they're going full hog and they're giving people ample time to, dispose of everything that could be single use, basically styrofoams and all that. It's now going to be, the ban is really going to be enforced.
No, styrofoams have been banned already now.
Yeah.
So they're talking about other types of single.
Yeah, so other types. So what the issue is that they basically gave people like it's while to basically eliminate every form of single use plastics in their possession. Do you get? So that's what they're saying. So for Lagos State people, let's know what we're doing. Anyway, President Tinubu is set to attend Ghana's president's inauguration. Now, let's move on from that. Burna Boy and Cubana chief priest. So I think this conversation has been going on for like about 2-3 days. And personally, I'm tired. I'm fed up. Grown people, me, when growing up, if people are fighting, it's social media that has done something too. Let's go and meet. Let's pick. What is it called now? Maybe TBS or National Stadium. Let's fight it out. Let me say people are fighting it out like men. You fight it out. You throw punches, and we settle the score and we move. However, social media now, everybody's now throwing jabs at each other. People, at least somebody is got $30,000 richer. Looks like Cubana chief priest has said that he was going to find a way to release Mr. Speed Darlington, all in a way to spite Burna Boy, and this spiting is going back and forth.
You know, coming from two people who used to be kosher, you know, they used to be friends, they used to be boys and everything. Cubana chief priest being, you can call him an entertainment impresario. He's been in the game, you know, used to organize shows, actually show videos and pictures of when he had paid Burna Boy to perform. You get, and not to, in recent times, that was like 2018 or thereabout. I said he paid him ₦1 million or something like that. I'm like, as at 2018, I thought it was any more than that, you know, but hey, said he paid him ₦1 million. And they even showed a video of him asking for cake, and they're like, that he was begging for cake and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, we're getting this petty?
Petty. When you paid him, did you not do the job?
Now, Burna's alleged allegations, I used alleged and allegations together, center around some things like is alleging that CP, that's Cubana chief priest, is an Azaman. Is basically alleging that is into fraud. That's what he's alleging, and also saying that one of his friends was arrested in America. And he knows that they will come for him to. Talked about how the CP's friend, who is a singer, was buying used cars and passing them off as new, you know. And like, okay, wait. Someone should take Burna's boy's phone away from him, because
someone should take both their phones away.
This shouldn't be the focus. It's January.
It's just. I saw at some point. I think I saw a tweet. I think it was Cubana chief priest. I think someone had talked about. I think Burna Boy had talked about how his stomach is so large. And then that one now replied that at least he can father children even though his stomach is large. I'm like, what
and
the
now
hell?
they have gone to hit him with the story
children?
that, you're fathering children, but there are some that you are not taking care of. And they're going back and forth. Like, it's time for someone to actually beg them.
Like, stop being petty
you know,
at this point.
When there was crisis in the music industry during the awards, the hip-hop awards, that Olamide had said, not alleged, I said, don't come to the mainland. Like, he knows that them Don Jazzy Ako were island boys. He said, don't come to the mainland. You know, an elderly person, you know, my former good friend, called both of them. We saw the picture in the evening now. They called them, that was Aliko Dangote.
Okay.
Now we're at loggerheads now.
What happened?
He's been calling me, but I'm not happy. Price of petrol must come down. You know, so I'm hoping that someone will really call
calling you.
Yeah, you know, I'm that important. You know, so I'm really hoping and praying that someone will intervene and that these guys would stop exposing too much and talking too much and tweeting too much and posting too much. And there are too many heavy allegations that they've made against each other. No, it's crazy. But funny thing is, people are now saying that some of the things that he has insinuated, that Cubana chief priest has insinuated, were the things that Burna Boy had arrested Akpi. What's his name now?
Spidality. Why are you calling him Akpi too? Oh Lord!
It's one of his names.
Yeah, everybody knows that Spidality.
It's one of his names. Go and check. Your hashtag Akpi now. You will see it. Oh
Lord, you people.
So the thing is, I now checked and I said, you know, Cubana chief priest is smart because he didn't mention both of them. Do you notice one thing? Shading each other without mentioning their names. You are not going to take that to court and say,
oh yeah, you won't take it to court.
Someone said on his own social media said that somebody's weary Rick Ross.
It's quite smart.
He didn't call your name, and the same way E2 is saying somebody got an award because of this. He didn't call anybody's name.
They are not calling each other's names, Abby. That was every day. But somebody got $30,000.
Yeah, from this old Millie.
That at least that's a good side to it.
I don't even know if I know anybody that can be fighting somebody that the person's enemy can settle me. Yeah?
Are you sure that I'm not Burna Boy? I'm kind of related
to Cubana chief priest, and you need 100K that it was owing you that he didn't pay you back.
I did you back. 100,000 is dollars.
And I was the one that borrowed that 80K out of the 100K.
No. Let everybody stay on their own.
Let
everybody
what's wrong
stay
with
on
you?
Let everybody stay on their own.
Burna Boy, I beg, don't mind that. I lent her the money that she lent to her alleged cousin. At least you give us the 100K first before you do DNA.
Before we do DNA, Abby, that's it.
But honestly, Burna Boy, Cubana chief priest, please calm down, guys. And any of that influential person that's jumping on this thing without the hope of calming them down is a terrible person.
Yeah.
I've seen people take sides, and you're not doing the right thing. You're not doing the right thing. Trust me, you're taking sides does not make it better. It just makes it worse.
It definitely doesn't make it better. Okay, moving on from that quickly. Just wanted to put this out there. Okay, so let's do a bit of politics stories. So the PDP has said that they're producing more governors in 2027 and that they're hoping to get back to be the center. BTCX, why is Dolupo doing fiber? For $100,000. Yes, I will gladly do fine bara.
Oh, no, it's not fine bara now. It's actually money that she allegedly
somebody is owing me.
Her cousin.
And I want there's an opportunity to collect it back.
Because if you check their genealogy and their family tree, our brother, sisters, aunties, cousins, mommies, aunties, cousin is related to that guy's mommy's auntie's cousin's brother.
You got it.
So there's a link somewhere. But, we are joint heirs with the son.
Oh my God.
We are children of the kingdom. Please let her get 100K because 80K is my own inside. I can even forgo 20K inside that one and take 60.
You can't. Anyway.
We will fight over money that we have not collected now.
Why I'm moving on. That's why I say I'm moving on. So the PDP is saying that if they also do not win in 2027, that might be the end of democracy in Nigeria.
Shut up. Shut up. When you were winning, democracy did not end. It's now that you are losing that democracy will end. Shut up.
Which kind of a...
Look, I have simple advice for you people, and I've been saying it, and you people will not listen. And I know that you people will not listen, and it will happen again. Go and beg yourselves. All of you get together. Call Labour. Call Kwankwaso. Call Showore. All of you come together and form one.
Showore will not go.
I'm advising them. It's advice. It's free advice. If Nigeria is going to defeat APC, if Nigerian parties want to defeat this APC that I saw, that at the weekend, people were crossing into the party somewhere in the east. The same APC that, in fact, you know the funny thing is, forget, it's not APC that you are contesting against in 2027, no. It's Bola Tinubu.
It's not APC at this point.
Let's speak. Look,
let's break it down.
Wait, if you don't understand politics, let's start discussing it today. The man went home to Lagos for Christmas. Governors went to meet him. See the governors that went. Governor of Delta.
The solution is simple. Atiku should be kicked out of PDP.
It's not the only great solution. That's a good solution. Yes. Look, for someone who has contested over and over, can't he allow somebody else contest?
But he still has.
Okay, Atiku. I don't hear. I agree. I don't have strength. My own sha.
BT says Nedu of all people was in Enugu. Heli Tinubu.
People were there.
The Jagaban.
So you are not contesting against APC. In his house, the governor of Kano, NNPP, was in his house. Governor of Delta, PDP, was there. And you are saying on first official assignment of 2025 to go and launch a campaign. Why didn't the governor of Enugu, who is PDP, why didn't he invite the PDP presidential candidate? Who did he invite? Tinubu. It's Tinubu that went to launch infrastructure, multiple campaign in Enugu State. Is that the person you people want to be forming something? You are forming PDP. Forget.
But they're like the major opposition in Nigeria.
Like, I like the real. Like, does not mean the real thing. I'm saying that for opposition to stand its ground, first of all, forget that you are fighting APC. You are not contesting against APC.
You are fighting against Dolupo.
Dolupo, you don't see it. Can't you see the future? It's written on the wall now. Tell me one, apart from the, is it Nasarawa or the PDP guy? Apart from that guy, tell me any other governor you've heard say anything bad about this Tinubu guy. You don't see what he first did, he doubled their income, doubled their income. So look, regardless of what anybody says, we need a strong opposition. But this nonsense that PDP is saying, it will not work. Then even within their party, they are fighting. People like Bode George, have they gone to beg him? Is he fully back involved? The Segun Showomis of this world, are they on the same page with Atiku and Saraki? There's infighting in the PDP. And they think that by just saying it, it will happen. That's how they said they will be in power for 50 years. The next election, they lost. So, shut up. I said, PDP, shut up and wake up. First of all, reconcile yourselves within your party. 2, you must build bridges with the other parties. That's the only way you will stand a chance. If you can't do these things I've said, trust me, you'll just be sharing your own votes while Tinubu's votes will increase. That's what's going to happen in 2027.
Anyway, so talking about politics and moving on, apparently there was a story a few days ago that the former governor of Kaduna State, El-Rufai, has moved from the APC to the PDP. Now, the man has come out to say that people need to disregard, in his words, patent lies and rumors about my political affiliation. I've referred to the lead peddlers of the fake news for further action by my lawyers. Please, man.
A word of
he doesn't
advice.
even wait. Why? He doesn't even wait.
Please give me a chance to advise people. If you are the one that carried that story, go and issue a rejoinder, a disclaimer.
Start begging.
And delete it too.
He's El-Rufai. The man sticks to his
El-Rufai
guns.
is a very, very hard man when you say nonsense that is not true. And he has proof.
Oh, Lord.
His own, he will use court to finish you.
And you will go to jail.
Do you see what his son is? The woman that said nonsense about his son. You see what that woman is? That one say she be lawyer. You see what's happening?
No,
when people were telling,
when
they were telling her at that time, Madam, she said what? That she was just sharing news that she saw. Okay. Go ahead. Shebi, you be lawyer. Now she's begging.
She beg go. I said that
she will do jail.
It's like some people forget that El-Rufai has actually sent 1 or 2 people to jail.
Blogger. They will do jail.
Like I said, food, clothing, and shelter is confirmed.
Please. Again. In fact, moving on.
What? You wanted this one?
I'm not saying anything about El-Rufai.
He's in a world of his own.
Even allegedly safe, I'm not saying anything.
Anyway, let's go all the way to Saudi Arabia, where 3 Nigerian women who were arrested and prosecuted for drug trafficking have now been discharged and acquitted after 10 months in detention.
I think it's a changing Saudi government. It's rare, this kind of stories. Again, please, stop selling drugs, stop using drugs, stop peddling drugs. It's a huge one that they've been let go. This is a chance for them to, do their lives all over again.
Continue with your nonsense.
Don't.
You will be. They are even nice because
it's rare actually.
They're nice. It's said it's sort of like a lot of diplomatic issues back and forth that really helped. Anyway, we'll be here. Just absence. That's my own. Anyway, before we go, let's do quickly a little bit of sports, as CAF has now confirmed January 15 as the date for the African Nations Championship. That's the CHAN 2024 draws.
Yeah, happening somewhere in Kenya. Again, it's going to be hosted by 3 African countries as a,
seems to be
dress
like that's the
rehearsal.
new thing.
Yeah,
that
it's a dress rehearsal for the next AFCON that will be hosted by 3 African countries.
As well. Now let's go on and do a bit of sports gist that happened over the weekend.
Yeah, it's amazing. Things happened at the weekend.
Yeah,
and
a lot of things happened. Newcastle defeated Tottenham again.
Newcastle is undefeated in how many games now?
They're not doing badly at all.
They're a dangerous team.
They're not doing badly at all. Leicester, Mr. Ruud van Nistelrooy collected again.
Well, they're Ruud van Nistelrooy. Are you Ten Hag in disguise?
He collected again.
Maybe it's Ten Hag with the hair.
Aston Villa defeated Leicester 2-1. And Bournemouth defeated Everton 1-0. Crystal Palace and Chelsea. People did not also see that coming.
Nobody saw that one coming.
And now a lot of people are saying that it's official. Chelsea are really not title contenders as people thought they were. But
we're
I'm
teaching you people about manifesting things, and your
saying
coach kept
some
on
things.
saying something negative.
Now you're
You
manifesting.
were number 2 on the log, and you're saying you're not. Okay, now you're not.
Now you're not.
Yeah.
You've been bounced.
Stay there.
Stay where you are. Since you're manifesting what you're manifesting. Anyway, looks like maybe we'll say Manchester City is back, but we'll give them a few games to know if they're really back or not. But they definitely defeated West Ham 4-1.
Man City is winning now. We will not rest.
We will not rest. BT says that they've walked Saka into the ground.
Walai.
He walked that guy.
That boy.
Brentford.
That's why they actually need. Look, Arsenal needs to. And look, Nwaneri again is injured.
Yeah, I heard so too.
And that boy is a
Fantastic.
baller.
He's a baller.
That boy is going to be one of the best players out of the Arsenal academy.
Yeah, he's really young, so they're doing really well. Anyway, Brentford decided to take their defeat from Arsenal on Southampton, where they defeated Southampton 5-0.
Sorry.
Brighton and Arsenal had 1-1.
I always
that
say
was a lot.
Those B teams, all those they have B in their name.
You know, and then those ones have. There was a controversy about which one was a penalty and the one that was not a penalty. Oga,
Sha.
Move on. Also, Fulham and Ipswich. This Ipswich Town team, man. Okay. Anyway, there was 2-2. Then the game that everybody was anticipating yesterday, and I'm sure a lot of people lost a lot of money because a lot of people have bet that Liverpool would have flogged United.
Before the game at Anfield, there was heavy snow. And a lot of Man United fans were wishing that the game would be cancelled.
Would be cancelled, yeah.
They were saying that the only way they would avoid defeat was for the game to be rained off or called off or force major or something. And there's this funny video I saw on Sky where they had cleared the pitch at Anfield, and Gary Neville, one of the Sky pundits, the former Man United legend himself, and Carragher, a former Liverpool legend, well, they are both legends still, but they are former players. Gary was shoving snow onto the pitch. That they should stop. They should not even start the game.
Okay, so I think we have a few comments that did not make it.
Okay.
If BT says they will enjoy the subsidy in jail, including low-cost housing.
Yeah, free everything.
United should have won the game.
I think so. I think, the first half, very impressive turnout by Man United. Their setup, everything was bang on. Second half, they went a notch higher. Their goal out of nothing, I just didn't see that coming. And of course, that Cody Gakpo guy put Liverpool back into it. And there is always something that is as sure as rain and tax. Whenever Liverpool plays Man United, Salah will get to score a penalty. He will score a penalty.
I think that with Liverpool, I've seen a lot of people talk about how the defense is not so great anymore, that you just need to, that you can't play defensive football with them. You need to. But I'm like, let's hold on. Everybody seems to have an idea of how to beat Liverpool now.
Until they play them.
Calm down.
Maguire, Maguire was in a position.
I honestly think that they also had
to have scored yesterday.
Yeah, it was Liverpool had a downtime, which happens to everybody. Even United.
I don't think it was a downtime.
I don't think United should be so.
No.
What's it called?
No.
Let everybody be coming down first.
The match that I saw, Liverpool did not have a downtime. Liverpool had 50-something% of the possessions. They did not have a downtime. It was just that they could not steamroll the United team. The United team played as a unit. They played better. Lisandro Martinez scored that goal like a striker from an impossible angle. And their second goal, of course, build up from the back, everything. So Liverpool did not have it. They had a very good game. Their players had a great day. And United were better on the day. That is the truth. You know?
Everybody should just calm down.
So it's not a downtime at all.
Just calm down.
It's not a downtime. And that doesn't mean that when you go and play them next, you think will happen again. It's football.
Flog you.
You know?
Anyway, there are quite a number of games to look out for tomorrow. And the next EFL semi-finals is happening. Arsenal is going to be playing Newcastle. That is going to be very interesting. It's going to be a tough game for both of them. At the moment, Newcastle is doing really well. Arsenal has a bit of injury worries, so we'll see. Tottenham, Liverpool. I think that
the way things are going, Arne Slot would want his first trophy, so I don't think it's going to rest players for this one.
It's the semi-final, so
it's going to play.
We'll see a lot of. Honestly, at the moment, Liverpool looks like they're still the surest to get to, because the nonsense that Tottenham is playing.
We already predicted Liverpool versus Arsenal final. And now I am afraid that Newcastle might.
The way Newcastle is playing,
they might make it hard, but it might still be a Liverpool.
Yeah, the thing for me when I see this kind of game is like, but you also know that when I don't know why that happens. Everybody plays differently in every different competitions. I don't understand.
Yeah, it's always about the mentality. It's always about which of the team will turn up. You know, which part of the team is coming to the party this time around. You know.
Anyway,
so that's what I say.
That definitely is it. But we'll see. All that just Argentine footballer Rodrigo Garo has now been charged with manslaughter.
Very sad story. Very, very sad story. Sad for him, sad for the victims of the accident, just sad all around.
Sad, very, very sad. And on that note, that is all we have to take today on The Bar. Thank you for listening. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for the comments. We'll be back again
Please share
tomorrow
our link too
at 3 p.m. West African time to give you another wonderful
subscribe.
Edition of
Thank you.
The Boom Bar.